Hi, it's Dawn Manning. I'm going to give my medication administration test for my MAP certification. It is for Tanisha Johnson and her Klonopin administration. And I've washed my hands and I have cleaned the area that I'm going to be using for my MedPass already. So my order here is for Tanisha Johnson on March 3rd year at 4 p.m. is my practice. And I've got my healthcare provider order here for Tanisha Johnson. And she has no allergies. And her medication orders, she's got Lamictal, and she also has the Klonopin. And my 4 p.m. dose is what I need to give. So at 4 p.m. she gets Klonopin. Klonopin, 1 milligram by mouth twice daily at 8 and 4. So I've got to look for my Klonopin in my med cart, which is here, and I'm going to unlock my double lock and pull out medications. And I've got Tanisha Johnson, I've got clonazepam, 1 milligram interchange for Klonopin, and I have Tanisha Johnson's phenobarbital, which I do not need, so I will put that back into my med cart. Lock it up. And I've got my order here is for Tanisha Johnson, and my label here for her Klonopin is for Tanisha Johnson. And so my first check will be to compare my healthcare provider order to my pharmacy label. And I've got here Tanisha Johnson, Klonopin, 1 milligram by mouth twice daily at 8 and 4. And I've got Tanisha Johnson, clonazepam, 1 milligram, interchange for Klonopin. Take 1 tablet by mouth twice daily at 8 and 4. So that was my first check that I did for Tanisha Johnson. Now my second check will be to compare my medication administration sheet with my pharmacy label. And I've got here Tanisha Johnson, and my label is for Tanisha Johnson, and my medication sheet says generic clonazepam, brand is Klonopin, strength is 1 milligram, dose is 1 milligram, amount is 1 tab, the route is by mouth, frequency is twice daily at 8 and 4. And I've got Tanisha Johnson, clonazepam, 1 milligram, interchange for Klonopin, take 1 tablet by mouth twice daily at 8 and 4. So that was my second check, comparing my med sheet to my pharmacy label. And so now I am ready to pour my med. So I've got my medicine cup. And got my 1 tab of my Klonopin removed from my med card here. And then I will do my third check is to compare my label once again to my med sheet. And I've got down here Tanisha Johnson, clonazepam is the generic, brand is Klonopin, strength is 1 milligram, dose is 1 milligram, amount is 1 tab, route is by mouth, frequency twice daily at 8 and 4. I've got Tanisha Johnson, clonazepam, 1 milligram, interchange for Klonopin, take 1 tablet by mouth twice daily at 8 and 4. And now I've got my cup of water that I'm going to give Tanisha, and I've got my 1 tab in my med cup, and watch her take her pill. She did a good job swallowing it, and then that's that. Then I'll do my last silent check. And that is good. And so now I've just got to do my documentation for my medication sheet and for my narcotic book. I'm going to look for Tanisha Johnson, for her Klonopin, her 1 milligram tab, 1 milligram dose. I gave her 1 tab, route was by mouth, frequency twice daily at 8 and 4. So for March 3rd at 4 p.m., I am going to put my initials. And then on the bottom of the medication sheet is the signature spot. And put my initials. I'm signing my full name. So then I have done my documentation on my medication administration sheet. And I will show you that for testing purposes. And then I have completed my medication documentation in the medication book. My last documentation is to document that I have removed a tab of Klonopin, and I'm going to document it into the narcotic book. And it is, let me see, double check my documentation is for March 3rd at 4 p.m. 3 year, 4P, and the route is by mouth. And the amount on hand was 30, and I used 1 tab, so now I have 29 left. And I will sign. And count. I have 29 tabs, and that matches my 29 tabs on my narcotic book. I will unlock my med cart for Tanisha Johnson and put back her Klonopin and double lock the med cart. And now I will show you my documentation for Tanisha Johnson's Klonopin for testing purposes. And now I've completed my narcotic book documentation. I will put that aside. I will wash my hands. And then I will observe Tanisha, make sure she's good. Thank you very much.